I swear, man, it's like we have more money than we can handle. Like truly, man.
Mhm.
Like I said, yeah, people need to move that money. So love it. All right,
So Eddie,
Mark.
is this nationwide or are you guys just in specific markets?
Nationwide, all 50 states. We also can do some international, depending on what type of deal it is. I know that in our portal, I was looking and there was some deals down in some short-term rentals that we were financing down in Mexico, like Cabo. And then there was some stuff over in the UK we were looking at. So, a lot of this money is big, big international money. And so they don't really care. There's a couple extra hoops you're going to jump through for underwriting, but yeah, for the most part, I know it's all 50 states, but then, it's also global as well.
Okay.
You just made me think about a deal I got. All right. Really, though, I know a friend that's selling a motel in northern Arizona. So, anyways, so there you
Yeah,
go. All
you
right.
got
So,
Mhm.
Mike, I've got more money than you need for all your deals. Hey, just let me compete for it. All right.
yeah, yeah, you got it, man. All right. So, we talked about your association of private lending, but also just want to let people know if you could just let everyone know about Aspire. That's
Yeah.
amazing, man, what you guys are doing there.
Yeah, Aspire was crazy. It was me just trying to build a conference to inspire entrepreneurs. And we launched it 2 years ago and it just went crazy. And so we've got all kinds of celebrity speakers. We were just in Phoenix, I don't know, a
Mhm.
couple months ago and have, people like David Goggins and Kevin O'Leary and Kevin Hart and, all kinds of celebrities, Joe Montana. We've had pretty much I think we've had every shark from Shark Tank, Magic Johnson, Shaq. I mean, like all these guys, they come out and speak for us.
Yeah.
And we just every single month across the nation. We'll actually be in Fort Lauderdale next week. Sold out crowd already. We had to stop selling tickets there. We've got Denver coming up after that. I think we might be coming back to Phoenix, I think in May. But
All right.
anyway, so yeah, it's pretty wild how it's just exploded and we're selling out every single time, somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 tickets. We try not to go big. We have done Madison Square Garden. We did do the Toyota Center in Dallas. I don't necessarily like those ones because you don't get to
Mhm.
interact with people as much. But yeah, we found our sweet spot's really that 3 to 5,000 seat venue where we actually can be a lot closer to people and they can kind of get closer to the celebrities and speakers.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. And I remember being at the Fairmont Princess with Greg
Mhm.
Slaughter. You guys had another mastermind that you guys were doing. You guys just started shooting it. Yeah, we're gonna do this big thing. I'm like, oh, cool. And like a month later, it's like boom. It's
Yeah.
like you guys don't mess around.
It was wild. Yeah, it took off for sure. Now we're 2.5 years later and every single month, and we're booked this entire year. So
Good for you, man. All
So
right. Yeah, Marcus.
yeah, so kind of going back to the private money real quick for 1 second, Eddie. So are you guys like traditional hard money lenders where you're qualifying the property and not the operator, or are you doing both?
it's a little bit of both, right? So obviously, these are asset-based loans. So they really want to know, is the asset worth the lending? And so because of that, as long as the asset is a good asset, then their requirements on the borrower are so much less. They don't necessarily care about credit as much. They don't care about how much, like they'll do. I got some lenders that'll do 100% financing, but it's all based on, is the asset good enough? Is there enough equity, collateral, whatever? So these are more asset based. And I get asked all the time too, like, do you have non-recourse? We do have people, like, for instance, if you're doing a deal out of your self-directed IRA or something like that, you need non-recourse. We have lenders that just do non-recourse. So you think about like every little facet of lending, I've got that capital and it comes through the portal for whatever it is somebody needs.